Hello, welcome back to the channel, and thank you for tuning in today. We've got a story that's caught many people's attention: Pakistan nationals being escorted by the South African Police Service in a state vehicle. It's a situation that raises questions about immigration, due process, and treatment of foreign nationals here in South Africa. Please watch until the end so you can check the sources and verify the news for yourself. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more stories like this. Here's what has emerged. Video footage and eyewitness reports show several Pakistani nationals being escorted by SAPS officers in a marked state vehicle. The scenes appeared to take place in an urban area. Some residents say it might be around Fordsburg, Johannesburg, which has a significant Pakistani community. The people involved were reportedly being taken directly to an immigration facility or court for processing. Let's be clear, as it stands, there's no indication that these individuals were being mistreated. The state vehicle was clearly marked, the officers appeared professional, and the transport seemed formal, not a roadside stop or ad hoc checkpoint. That suggests this was a coordinated, official immigration procedure. Still, the optics of foreign nationals in a state escort can fuel concerns. Across social media, some voices raised alarm about visibility, whether it was appropriate to use a uniform vehicle in public and if it affected public perception. Others defended the action, saying proper procedure requires safely transporting undocumented persons to the appropriate authority, and that anonymity or blurred visuals can feed misinformation. As one commenter put it, proper handling of sensitive immigration matters is always a balancing act between transparency and discretion. This incident recalls other moments when foreign nationals were transported or detained on suspicion of being undocumented. In November 2023, for example, 23 Pakistani and Bangladeshi nationals were intercepted in Mpumalanga in a taxi and detained pending legal proceedings. In those cases, transport was handled under standard law enforcement protocols, but the footage and testimonies were minimal. This recent footage stands out because it was in a state vehicle, on public roads, and visible to passers-by. We should talk about what this means in practice. There are serious legal reasons to use a state vehicle: controlled movement, security, coordination between departments, even shared responsibility with home affairs. Transporting people without documents isn't just a police matter, it usually involves immigration officers and sometimes even the courts, especially if there are trafficking or identity fraud concerns. So yes, seeing them in a marked vehicle can look intimidating, but it may also reflect due process in motion rather than a knee-jerk tactic. Now, let's touch on public reaction. Some community members, especially within immigrant neighborhoods, have historically viewed visible detentions as invitations for unrest or xenophobia. Housing large groups of people in one vehicle, visible security presence, these things can trigger a narrative of targeting foreigners. Yet others feel reassured that the process is being conducted professionally, not arbitrarily. It reminds us how delicate the balance is. Systems must act firmly but fairly, and citizens must be alert without turning every moment into a viral scare story. From a broader lens, South Africa continues to grapple with migration, undocumented entries, and xenophobic tensions. Groups like Operation Dujela occasionally stir up aggressive sentiment, while civil society organizations push back, advocating for humane and legal treatment of migrants. Incidents like this one, the escort situation, let's call it, become focal points in the ongoing debate over how to uphold law and order while preserving dignity and rights. On a lighter note, imagine a stage play. The title would be Passport Paper Chase with VIP SAPS Transport. Or else, maybe the officers genuinely saw these individuals as the most wanted in Johannesburg, so assigned them first-class seats. All jokes aside, maintaining human dignity, even during lawful procedures, is what we aim for. Key takeaway: use the law, yes, but treat people, including foreigners, in ways that don't erode trust. So, what can viewers take away from this? First, always try to verify before sharing. Videos on social media can be edited or misleading. It's good that this incident prompted us to ask questions. Second, there's a bigger need for clarity in how immigration procedures are publicly communicated. Transparency and oversight can prevent misinterpretation. And third, let's avoid generalizing. Pakistani nationals are not criminals, and proper procedures can protect both communities and uphold the law. Thank you for listening through this. I appreciate your time and curiosity. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with thoughtful coverage like this. All images used in this video are for illustration purposes only. Sources of this report include Times Live, RAOL, and community eyewitness accounts reported in South African news.